Imagine starting your day with a warm breakfast, perhaps a couple of eggs, something that feels routine, simple, and comforting. Eggs are a symbol of nourishment across cultures. But here's a question that most people never think to ask. Does it matter when you eat those eggs, especially after you turn 50? The answer is a resounding yes. What seems like a harmless habit, having eggs whenever it's convenient, might actually be working against your energy levels, blood sugar balance, sleep, and long-term heart health. The truth is that timing matters more than most people realize, particularly for nutrient-dense foods like eggs, and especially as our bodies age. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-rich foods you can eat. They're packed with high-quality protein, essential vitamins like B12 and D, choline for brain function, and good fats that support cell health. They're also affordable and versatile. But the way your body responds to eggs at 8 a.m. is completely different from how it reacts at 8 p.m. Once we pass the age of 50, our physiology shifts. Hormones begin to fluctuate more significantly. Insulin sensitivity decreases, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar after meals. Liver and digestive efficiency decline, meaning the body takes longer to process cholesterol and fats. Muscle mass naturally declines, a condition called sarcopenia, and building new muscle becomes more challenging. All of this means that your timing, not just what you eat, but when you eat it, becomes a critical factor in how well you age. Let's address one common scenario: having eggs for dinner or late evening snacks. Many people believe that substituting a heavy starch dinner with a protein-rich meal like eggs is healthy, and in some ways, it is. But eating high-protein, high-fat foods like eggs too close to bedtime has unintended effects. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have shown that late-night meals rich in protein and fat can disrupt glucose metabolism in older adults. That means your blood sugar stays elevated longer into the night, increasing your risk for insulin resistance over time. It also means that your liver and pancreas are still hard at work when they should be slowing down for rest and repair. Worse, late evening protein can interfere with melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Many older adults already struggle with light or fragmented sleep, and diet can quietly make that worse. Here's the good news: eating eggs earlier in the day can turn this story around. Morning is when your metabolism is most active, your insulin sensitivity is highest, and your digestive enzymes are primed for action. That makes the early morning, within 1 to 2 hours of waking up, the ideal time to eat eggs. Why? Because of leucine, a branched-chain amino acid found abundantly in eggs. Leucine directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis, the process of building and repairing muscle tissue. But after 50, this process slows down. Your body needs a stronger signal to build muscle, and timing your protein intake is part of that signal. Eating eggs in the morning gives your body the message: you've just started the day, you're active. Let's use these amino acids to repair, strengthen, and energize. Eating them at night says the opposite. It's time to wind down, store, and rest. You may be practicing intermittent fasting, EF, which can be beneficial if done right. The key is aligning your eating window with your natural circadian rhythm. Research shows that early time-restricted eating, ETRE, where your first meal is in the morning and your last meal is by early evening, supports metabolic health far more than late eating. If you're eating your first meal at noon or later, and that includes eggs, you may be missing the metabolic window where protein is most beneficial. That doesn't mean you have to eat at 7 a.m., but if you do intermittent fasting, try to shift your window earlier in the day, especially if you're over 50. Another issue is how your body handles cholesterol. Eggs contain around 186 milligrams of cholesterol per yolk. For most people, this is not dangerous. But in older adults, especially those with fatty liver, type 2 diabetes, or metabolic syndrome, the liver's ability to regulate blood cholesterol is compromised. Eating multiple eggs at night, when the liver is less active, may increase LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, slightly more than eating them in the morning when the liver is better primed to metabolize fats. Also, bile production, which helps digest fats and absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, tends to decrease with age. So eating eggs late means you're not just challenging your liver, you're also absorbing fewer nutrients from the food. You might have heard that protein at night keeps you full and reduces late-night snacking. That might be true for young adults with strong digestion. But in older adults, heavy evening meals can actually cause bloating, gas, slower gut motility, leading to constipation or sluggish bowels, and interrupted sleep due to digestion still occurring overnight. Even if you sleep through the night, the quality of your sleep might be impaired. And poor sleep affects hormone regulation, appetite the next day, and even blood sugar control. Think about how many older adults skip breakfast, grab something sugary with coffee at 11 a.m., have a light lunch, and then eat most their protein at dinner. This back-loaded eating pattern flips your body's metabolism into storage mode, encouraging fat gain instead of fat burning, and muscle breakdown instead of muscle building. What does a smart egg-based breakfast look like after 50? Option 1, 2 boiled eggs plus 1 slice of whole grain toast plus sautéed spinach. Option 2, scrambled eggs with olive oil plus half avocado plus a few cherry tomatoes. Option 3, poached eggs over steamed sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of black pepper and lemon juice. These combinations are gentle on digestion, high in fiber, and help moderate cholesterol absorption thanks to the vegetables and complex carbs. Pairing protein with fiber reduces the glycemic load of the meal and supports steady energy for hours. Not all eggs are created equal in how they're prepared. After 50, your gallbladder and pancreas become more sensitive to heavy fats and high heat. Choose boiled or poached eggs, no added fats, easy digestion. Scrambled in olive oil, not butter, and avoid fried eggs in saturated fat or cooking at very high temperatures. High heat methods not only add excess calories, but can also create oxidized cholesterol compounds, which may increase arterial inflammation in some individuals. Timing becomes even more important if you take medications for blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, or high cholesterol. Many drugs affect how nutrients are absorbed, and protein-heavy meals can interact with drug absorption rates. For example, cholesterol-lowering statins are often more effective when digestion isn't overloaded at night. Eating smarter, especially when you eat high-protein foods like eggs, can help medications work more efficiently and reduce your need for higher doses. While we often talk about protein and cholesterol when it comes to eggs, one nutrient deserves special attention after 50: choline. Choline is essential for brain health. It's a precursor for acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, and muscle control. Low levels of choline have been linked to cognitive decline and early stages of Alzheimer's disease. One large egg contains about 147 milligrams of choline, making eggs one of the richest natural sources. As we age, our body's ability to synthesize choline internally weakens. That's why consuming it through diet becomes increasingly important. The timing still matters. Consuming choline-rich foods like eggs earlier in the day supports alertness and mental clarity during your active hours. A common concern among seniors is whether it's okay to eat eggs every day. The answer is, it depends, but moderation with consistency works best. Here's how you can incorporate eggs wisely across the week. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, boiled or poached eggs with whole grains and steamed greens. Tuesday and Thursday, skip eggs. Focus on plant-based proteins like tofu or lentils. Friday, scrambled egg with olive oil and sautéed mushrooms. Sunday, soft-boiled eggs with avocado toast and lemon tea. By alternating days and varying how eggs are paired with fiber, fat, and other proteins, you support your digestion, balance cholesterol intake, and avoid over-reliance on a single food source. Some older adults remove the yolk to reduce cholesterol, but this approach may be outdated. The yolk contains nearly all the vitamins, minerals, and choline, while the white is mostly protein, albumin. Unless you've been advised by your doctor to lower dietary cholesterol strictly, you should eat the whole egg, especially in the morning when your metabolism can handle fats better. However, if you're having eggs in the evening for some reason, consider using just one whole egg and adding extra egg whites to reduce the fat load while maintaining protein. Here are 3 real examples for how to adjust egg-based breakfasts depending on your health goals. For someone managing type 2 diabetes, 1 boiled egg plus sautéed kale plus half cup of lentils. For someone recovering from surgery or muscle loss, 2 scrambled eggs in olive oil plus whole grain toast plus banana slices. For someone with high cholesterol but otherwise healthy, 1 poached egg, steamed carrots and spinach, plus a small apple. Tailoring your meals not only helps your body but also reduces mealtime stress. According to a 22 study that published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed 2 eggs in the morning with fiber-rich foods saw better satiety, lower insulin response, and even improved hand grip strength over 12 weeks, compared to those who ate cereal-based breakfasts. Another review in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience emphasized the importance of dietary choline in preserving brain volume and preventing cognitive decline. After 50, your body asks for the same nutrients, but in smarter forms, at smarter times. Eggs are not just breakfast. They are a tool for better aging. Used wisely, they support muscles, the brain, blood sugar control, and energy. Misused, especially eaten late at night or paired poorly, they can contribute to the very problems we want to avoid. So instead of asking, should I eat eggs or not? Start asking, when is the best time and how can I combine them wisely? Give your first meal of the day the respect it deserves. And if you found this information helpful, feel free to like, share, or follow us for more practical, science-based insights into aging well.